Okay. Long time no see, my friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Hi. How's it going? Good day to you. It's been like a total of 8 minutes. And I honestly can't believe we actually made this switch over. The only reason I really had to do this is because I was doing the podcast on my main computer, and I streamed from my second computer over here. So I had to basically cancel the stream out here and transfer it over here, which kind of sucks because we lost half our viewers, but that's okay. Because the people who stuck around, y'all are real ones. Luckily, also on this computer, the YouTube streaming actually works, but I can promise you I am switching away from Restream because they kind of suck. They basically wiped out a lot of viewers on that podcast, unfortunately, because of their own problems. I'm going to get that figured out, especially before we do our next Citizen Central, but happy to have you all with me. Welcome in. You just joined? Dude, then you're the realest of ones. Thank you for joining in. I am headed over to Bajini Point right now because I'm about to get an event started for our org. We're going to be doing some exploration today, all of us together in a Carrack, as we fly abouts on Microtech and visit some of the new locations they've been putting in over the last year. There's a lot of interesting spots, and I kind of want to find some places where we might be able to set up some bases of operation out there. Specifically, though, I also wanted to provide an event where people could just get together, some of the new people in our org, and just kind of get to talk to other people of the org, enjoy a little event, get to know other people. This is one of our more new player friendly kinds of things that we do, and we try to set more and more of these up every quarter so that people can come in and just get a feel for what it's like to be a part of the Star Citizen community here in the Garden, and what it's like to play the game with a group. It's like you don't always get to you don't always get to hop into the game and easily play with other people. And I wanted to make sure that there was the opportunity for folks to experience what this game has to offer when you're in a group without you feeling like you have the pressure of constantly talking or being actually involved in the gameplay. Just be here and listen and join us. So thank you everybody for joining me in chat. I will get to you guys on the hellos in a second here. I got my tea, I got my Twix, I got my medicine because I am sick, and hopefully for the next couple of hours I won't cough into the microphone and make you all also sick, spread my germs. Whew. It's been a wild couple of days to be missing Star Citizen, though. I know they added some stuff in the PTU. I haven't gotten to see it yet, but coming up this Monday, not only will we do a read-through of the monthly report together, we will also be doing some... What's that on my headset? Is it the strap? We will be doing the monthly report together. We will also be looking at the Star Citizen Live with Benoit with some commentary and just talking about what is happening there. What's on my headset? I see nothing. Maybe it's this strap here. So make sure to come by on Monday. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit less not healthy and I can talk for longer. As of right now, it's still kind of hard for me to talk for an hour straight, so we'll get there. But I'm actually going to hop into the chat because I need to get this activity started. So again, if you're part of the org, feel free to come join us. We're in the Discord. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Great. Doing great.
Y'all ready to go
Yeah.
peruse some Microtech?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Has anybody already done this? Seen all the locations at Microtech? Know all the best spots?
Oh, I'm sure there's some I've missed.
Name some racetracks.
Of course.
Sure, there's places I've seen that I can't get back to.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I found the river and the river the other day. That was quite an adventure.
man, I hope that we eventually get an easy way to scan and find rivers like organically. instead of just flying to someplace that has a river next to it.
Maybe that advanced scanning.
Yeah, maybe. I am just flying into Baijini right now. I was a little bit preoccupied before the event started, so sorry I'm a little bit late today. But for anybody who doesn't know what we're doing, this is a very casual, just kind of almost social event of just chilling, flying around on a carrick together. Sorry. Got some coughs. And seeing some of the locations around there, the outposts that they've been putting in over the last year. So, if that sounds right up your alley, good thing you came, because this is the right place. Where's everybody at? You guys all in menu? Or are you getting to Baijini?
We're in menus.
Okay.
Menu at Bajini.
All right. I will be landed here in just the next 30 seconds, and then I'll back out and we'll launch in. Sorry for the wait, guys. Setting a good example here.
It looks like there's room for 6 people in your server. If you want us to join on you.
No, that's okay. We can launch in on a fresh server together.
I would imagine other people will probably want to join if this is being streamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if somebody can shoot Colta invite, that'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind.
Will
joining.
do. Will do, my
Okay.
friend.
Just pass.
Don't worry, I'm not a jerk. I'll invite you. Don't listen to these guys. No, we're starting at Baijini just as that's our starting
He's
point
just
for the
a jerk
org.
because he doesn't show up at his own event.
Hey, I'm here. I'm at Baijini. Where are you at?
Bajini.
Mm-hmm.
And in menus.
It's okay, Tomato. You were having an awesome stream. It's okay to be late.
It was a little bit, went just a tiny bit longer than I wanted, but we didn't even get to get through all the questions that I had. It's just, you think that a podcast is going to be one way, and then suddenly you realize you want to talk a lot more. All right, anybody else need an invite?
Vassen.
Bassett.
I think there's challengers missing also from the party. Oh, he's not. Never mind. I thought he was in the group here.
Yeah, just sending them to anybody who's in the voice group here.
Yeah, Jaeger Great, I think was not.
Just dropped some hot tea on my hand. That was fun.
Oof.
Ow. Good thing I was muted for that. The life of a sick tomato. All right. So I think everybody's in menu. We're ready to launch then. Yes, sir. Let's go.
We got one more that needs a party invite.
Oh. Okay,
Jaeger
we'll
Great
send.
in the voice chat.
Jaeger, you mind sending me a friend request?
Sure.
If you want to join us for this, just hop into the org voice
Interestingly,
comms
it's
and
not
I'll
pulling
send you an
me in.
invite. Did it pull anybody?
No, it didn't.
Negative.
Okay. That's weird.
Were you expecting the game to work, Tomato?
I mean, that's at least something that it normally does. That ain't that hard. Let me I guess back out again and give it another try.
Oh,
So I
you
guess we
joined a
follow
server that's
tradition and pass it to Rig now, and then we just keep.
Well, let's see. Alright, let me give it one more try. And I no longer can select my server. Okay. Yes, let me just pass it to one of you guys.
Because he's in one with 66 people.
Oh, you're already in game?
No, I'm just looking through my friends list.
Rig, you have the party. They just clean up this tea.
Let me know if you got bored.
I got
Decent.
pulled.
Decent
It doesn't
job.
look like
Yeah, I
Tomato
got pulled.
I crashed
yeah,
the
I did.
desktop, so I'll give you a moment.
Yeah,
He
it
got
always
pulled
works
so
for
hard
me.
right out of the game.
My stepfather is Chris Roberts.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, he's a cool guy. Why would you be sorry? That'd be
I'm not-
awesome.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. I'm not sure I'd want to
Never lets
work
me
for
go
him.
on his yacht, though.
I mean, especially because Riggs going towards that wing commander. Chris Roberts loves him.
Wobbly asked if he should start a fire in my comments by asking what my opinion on the new skybox is. Is that the new fire? Is his master modes let us be?
Is the fire emitting green smoke?
You said a lot of words, and they didn't really make sense when you said them.
Wobbly asked what my opinion on the new skybox was.
Tom, you like it very much because green's a great color.
I like it very much just because I want to make people angry.
People get so upset about that. I don't even notice it until flying and someone says it, and I'm like, it is greenish. Okay,
I haven't
moving on.
noticed it yet, but apparently it lost
So
some
what's
detail too.
So what's going to happen when we go to other systems and their background colors pink, red, or blue? Are they going to freak out about that?
Based on like the
Wouldn't
dust
you?
that's in the system.
Okay, the Carrack is in Rigo 9's hangar.
Why'd you go to...
If you're looking to join the voice channel this is on, just go to the events in our Discord server, and if you have the org permissions, it will just put you right into the voice channel.
And I can just run out and hop in.
Did you say you're loading a Carrack already?
It's already in my hangar.
Okay.
I'm not seeing your hangar, but I'm gonna try another elevator.
There's a box with drinks and weapons and.
I have heard about the new mech. I've seen it a little bit. Haven't gotten to try it out myself.
There it is.
Hopefully, I'll get a chance this upcoming week to
Yeah, I was grabbing my work armor. That's why I didn't have time to
Check
run
it
out
out.
there, But would it be easier for you to land your Carrack on the ice rig, and I could just run out and hop in, or?
Do you want me to pick him up quickly?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, son.
I don't have access to your hangar.
Try another elevator, Tomato. It happened to me too.
Rude elevators. There it is. I think there's some random lady with red hair in here. Should I kill her?
That's Ava.
I'm on the.
Should
No,
I
what's
kill her?
happening? I'm on the damn. I'm
I'll
on the
kill her.
elevator right now.
I'll just kill her.
Got
I'm gonna kill her. She's going down.
2
Yeah,
stars.
kidding.
Very rude.
What's happening to the ship here? I'm about to go find out.
Wait, whose hangar is this? This isn't Riggs. This is. Why is there a Pisces
no.
here?
You're in their hangar.
Who's they?
Them.
Apparently, this red-headed person that you were gonna kill.
I'm in Riggs' small hangar. Wait, which hangar is the? Oh,
the
Riggs'
large
large hangar.
I was gonna say I don't think his Carrack's gonna fit in this.
Yeah.
Holy crap! We just took a ride down to the bottom of the ship elevator and back. That was fun.
There we go. Big booty tootie, the Carrack. Caution, keep clear. Why? What do you do to me? Nothing. Exactly. You have no exhaust.
You said you're at New Babbage.
Yeah, I'm in the spaceport.
Okay.
I was trying to get geared up in my hangar before Tomato ended his other stream, but I was a little too slow.
No, you're good.
I
I'll
was also.
be right there.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to take a tour of the Carrack. Never mind a tour of Microtech.
First time on one? First time on a Carrack?
I think, yeah. I think I've watched you walk through one, but I don't think I've ever done it myself.
Oh, nice. It's a cool ship. Blamsmith, you want to apply for the org? You can get into this right now.
I love flying my Carrick.
What's up, Thunderbird?
Those cool cinematics and smash into a mountain.
Luna Maria, good to see you in chat. Excellent podcast today. Thank you. Good group of folks. Good talk. Glad I was able to get them all together. That was a wide range of time zones.
I'm gonna put it in party chat, not broadcast it.
Thought you did a long time ago. And I can check on the. You should have a role on the Discord. What the heck? Why is that inventory access? Yo, why does the medical screen on the Carrot give me inventory access?
It does.
Yeah, the bed doesn't heal wounds, I think, either.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was just being weird. It works now.
Okay, I'm getting no HUD.
Carrick, are you drunk?
Hit U twice to turn it off, turn it on. Don't use the Alt-R, and you should be able to get a HUD.
Yeah, there was nowhere in the station immediately available to me to remove my crime stat 1, so I'll do it when we get to Tressler or something.
Yeah, that's not working either, Seth.
The command bridge?
Yeah. No, I'm in the regular bridge.
No, I'm saying, but can you use the command bridge?
There, directly.
I think I remember the last time, Tomato, you got a CS3 and just the waves of bounty hunters that came after us.
Good way to start an event.
Well, I'm standing in front of a mirror, and I am definitely a vampire.
Yeah, Blamsmith, I'm not seeing you on the org page, but if you hit !org, you could do a quick application. And then we can get you in here.
There's no HUD in the command either.
Is it time for the next character?
Hey, now I got a HUD. I got one. Magic.
All right.
Now back downstairs.
Extra complex startup.
Is everybody on board that's gonna be on board?
What are my thoughts about the current state of SC and after my podcast with the other people? I think they've got a serious communication issue they need to figure out. The folks on the pod had a lot of good things to say about... I think they've got this thing where they just stick to what they're doing, even if things aren't going well. One of the biggest examples of that would be like posting these tweets with videos about like, start your cargo hauling empire today. Get into the new patch and get your cargo going when like nobody could do it. That kind of stuff, like I know those might be timed tweets, but they really need to take a step back and think about whether or not those should really be going out at that time. Other things like just like not saying things. And I know even if the thing is intentional, like creating hype at a certain time isn't going to help the game. It's not. Saying that we will get something in the preview channel over the course of the year only gets people excited at that time. After that, you don't have anything else to, like, there's nothing else to go off of. There's just that initial excitement, and then you wait for that stuff to actually happen. And either that stuff happens and everybody gets excited for it, which would have happened regardless, or that stuff doesn't happen and you get more anger than you would have had before. If there was no 12-month promise or 12-month statement in CitizenCon last year, if there was no ISC saying that we would get things like the quantum travel rework and hacking and new character customizer features and stuff in the preview channel throughout the year, people simply wouldn't be mad about it because they wouldn't have known to expect it. There are so many good games that are probably going to release in the next 2 years, and those games could get delayed, and because we never knew they were going to release in those 2 years, nobody's going to care that they got delayed. And it's the same thing. That's the same exact thing about the updates of Star Citizen. I don't think that messaging in that Inside Star Citizen made an ounce of difference in the amount of money they were making. Saying things like hacking and the quantum travel rework will be used in the preview channel over the course of the next year, I don't think that made any difference in the money that they would make. Now, saying something like 324 is coming out in 3 weeks, that might do it, but that's not really what we were talking about. We were talking about the messaging at the end of last year. Even the 12 months, most of this stuff will be in the game within 2024. I don't think that would have made much of a difference either. By that point, by the end of that CitizenCon, people were already hyped for the features they saw. People are filling in the blanks for themselves, and they're making assumptions and setting their own expectations. I don't think that you have to then also go and add a calendar date to what they should expect to make more money. Again, I think there are times when communication can be to make more money, but I don't think those specific times made much of a difference. With critiques should come solutions. What else should they say on marketing that will bring in players? I think they should talk about the specific features that they're shipping at that moment. And I think they should stick to generally the things that they know are coming in the next update. So like at that point, cargo stuff, the HUD stuff, the I guess they hadn't talked about copions at that point. But like not things that are in questions. Have any of you seen hacking? Not even seen hacking. Not in game. Not in Evocati. Not in leaks. Have you even seen it in the monthly report? Like, there was not really much point in talking about it. I do have access to the EPTU, but I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, I am in my hangar now if you want to run over.
Yep. On my way.
Just ignore the bike in the Vanguard.
See now, you notice how nobody said anything about a cargo loading mech all year, and then it just suddenly came out? That works quite well. Chala, do you think them talking about hacking brought in new players? I don't think they should be saying things that are not possible just to bring in new players. That just makes people more jaded. That's why I tell people do not play the game. Don't play the game. If you expect a good experience that is smooth and without problems, don't play the game. Because the worst thing, worse than not bringing in new players, is bringing in new players that immediately become angry because the things that you told them to bring them in didn't happen. It's insane to want to talk about things that may or may not happen with the intention of bringing in new players on those things. That's just not a good move. They have so much good stuff they could talk about. The distribution centers, the new missions at distribution centers, the ships that were coming in at the beginning of the year, the new HUD updates, the star map, the mini maps, the interaction system updates. These are all things that make a game look like it's going to be more fun to play. Current backers don't want the marketing tailored to them. They just want the marketing tailored to what will actually happen. That's it. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but that's what I'm saying. I am very commonly on the receiving end of saying what CIG says and then getting shit on my face because what they say doesn't happen. It's not fun. And maybe that's selfish of me, but I think the same thing happens to them. I see CIG devs leaving Discord servers because they constantly get people talking to them about stuff that they're not interested in talking about because they have to answer for the messages that marketing or that management put out there that didn't actually happen. It brought your brother, literally, you're telling me that Jared saying that hacking was going to be in the preview channel brought your brother into playing the game. So how's your brother feel about playing the game now? Does he care about the hacking? Is the hacking something that he's enjoying? Like, I don't understand what the point is to say that they should say things that didn't happen. How? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. But why would you want somebody to join a game for a feature that's not actually happening? You broke your once a year IAE only login rule to try the Titan suit? Haven't wanted a clone of the Aliens P5000 power loaded in SC for years. It's a cool addition. I think it'll be cool for dedicated cargo positions. I haven't tried it at all yet though, so I'm not sure exactly what the full draw of it is. I'm glad that they have figured out how to get exosuits working at least. Not anymore because he found other things in the game to enjoy. So it's almost like they could have talked about those other things that he could have enjoyed. See, that's what I'm saying. Talk about the things that people will enjoy. You are advocating for CIG to lie about a feature in order to draw people in and then surprise them with something else. That's a grift. We should not be encouraging them to do that. That is such a bad idea. Yes, everybody, come in because we're going to do something that's amazing. Oh, good. We didn't do that. But what about all this other stuff? No, dude, that's nuts. I don't know what to say to that, man. That's pretty wild. All right. We picking up, or are you meeting us, Seth?
I have my pickup, and I am jumping to you guys right now.
Let's see.
Do you have a destination in mind?
I'm about to pick something out.
You can always visit the Pico Christmas tree.
What is Raven's Roost?
It's Jump Town.
Ah, okay.
Things to make
How
you
about
go.
let's go to S4 Fob 1. I haven't seen one of the forward operating bases yet, have you?
No, not personally.
Let's check that out.
One. Go. It's on a turpitude, right?
What'd you say?
That's on a at turpitude or whatever, how the hell ever you say it.
You
A
took
Turpy?
No,
Yeah.
I'm seeing on Microtech.
S4C Fob 1 I was looking at.
I just see S4FOB4. Or, yeah, S4. Sorry, I said Fob 1, huh?
There we go. S4 Fob 1.
No, it's just Fob 4. Sorry.
Actually, the fob 1 was there too. You just missed it.
Oh,
Tomato,
okay.
It was kind of off to the right.
Okay,
yeah, there it
I
is. See it?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next to the logistics depot.
S4 Fob 1.
Why do I support it if I think they're lying? Dude, I
You're close to me,
support
right, Rick?
so many things that don't actually end up coming to fruition. Like, I understand that maybe... I feel like you're being super disingenuous with your argument, man. Let me lay it out. I believe that Jared believed that hacking would be on the preview channel throughout the year. What I'm saying is if that might not happen, don't say it. Right? Say the things that you know will happen. 323 happened. 324 happened. If that's not going to make it into the game for sure, then don't say it. It's not a lie until it doesn't happen. Then it doesn't happen, and the players who joined for it to happen have been bamboozled. It ain't hard. It ain't hard, man. It's like saying that 4.0 would have been out in January, and then people get hyped in December, and they're like, okay, I'm going to join the game, and then it doesn't come out in January, and you say, hey, you know what, that's cool that they said that because the people found other stuff they enjoyed. No, it's not cool that they said that. Don't say it. Just, like, say it's going to come out next year. Don't put a date on it. You're trying to understand if it's a lie, then don't support, but you don't believe they are more honest than they are liars, or am I reading you wrong?
Well, Rick,
I'm not saying they're liars. I'm saying they are saying something that they don't know will happen, and doing that to draw people in on purpose is not a good practice, in my opinion. That's my opinion. We'll stick at that. They got a lot of content, but I don't think it's just for sale. Seems like they're at the limit of their capabilities until server meshing is done. I do think that server meshing has been something they've needed to expand for quite a while. Is that not the same as 4.0 is coming next year since 2018? Hey, man, I don't think they should be saying 4.0 is coming next year until it's actually coming next year. For what it's worth, I think that they do, again, believe that 4.0 is coming this year, but I don't think that they should say it. I think that they should just be saying 4.0 is looking good. We might be able to get it. We might not. But don't tell us for sure that it's something that's going to happen.
if you could see me on the
Probably lie is a bad word.
planet I'm at,
Not lie. Just don't say things that will likely not happen or have no chance of happening. Like, we haven't... There's a difference between server meshing being in preview channel this year and hacking being in preview channel this year. Has anybody in chat heard anything, any word at all about hacking this year? If you have, I'll take back everything I've said. Because if they really did believe that it was going to be in the preview channel, then like we haven't seen anything development-wise on it. Why was it mentioned? Server meshing? Shoot, we saw that in testing. We saw it on the freaking stage at CitizenCon. Those are completely different expectations to set. The quantum travel rework, while that hasn't been the preview channel, we saw that in testing at CitizenCon. These are things that might possibly happen. Hacking? Why bring up hacking? Hacking is the new salvage. They never promised it. Absolutely. But they did say it will be in the preview channel. Now, I'm not saying that they said they promise it'll be in the preview channel, but they said it'll be in the preview channel. What would be the ideal hacking gameplay? I think there's a couple things they could do with it. The first, obviously, being... So what they've said about hacking so far is that it would give you the ability to spoof you being the authority that the computer thinks you are. So like what we already do with hacking in security post-Corée is you go in, you click a button, and it says, hey, I see that you're the security officer that's supposed to be here. What would you like to do? They could do that for hacking in ships, which is kind of one of the first concepts of it, is you basically can log into a ship and force it to allow you to dock, giving you access to board the ship. But you could do that for the life support system on a ship. You could do that for the thrusters, the weapon systems, whatever. You could do this to remove crime stats. You could do it to gain access to security systems. You could do it to trigger, I don't know, anything that you can do in the game with a machine, like turning on or off a comms array or something. All of those I feel like could be open to hacking gameplay, which seems like what they want to do. And so I totally understand why hacking's taking a while. They have to get all those systems in place first before hacking can actually affect them. But they didn't say that. They said hacking was going to be on the preview channel. And like, I know they didn't promise it, but again, this isn't about promises or not promises. The whole point, this all started with me saying that their communication could be better. And when I say their communication could be better, I mean triage the things that you know are more likely to make it and the things that you know are not more likely to make it, and talk about the things that are in that upper 50%. And I don't think hacking was in that upper 50%. It's super simple. Like, if we were talking about how to advertise space programs to the kids that are growing up right now in their science and physics classes and say, hey, do you want to go to Mars or do you want to go to the moon? What do you think we're more likely to do in the next 10 years? Go to the moon. So don't bait people by saying we're going to go to Mars. Tell them we're going to go to the moon, because that's more likely of what we're going to do.
On the ground.
Again, it just leads
I
to
like
people
that color
being
on
less
your character.
disappointed. And like,
And the best
ultimately,
insurance
what's
you
good
can
for the health of the game is to let people be
GII
less
special.
disappointed.
No kidding.
Again, going back to the Atlas platform, it's nice to surprise people with good news.
A giant winged tomato.
That's Tomato's true form, actually.
Reminds me of that. You guys ever see that movie James and the Giant Peach?
Yes.
That, but with a tomato.
Claymation as it just rolls everywhere. And you just went red.
Who, me?
Yeah.
It said we were trespassing.
Didn't say I was.
Maybe it's because I have a
same.
CS1.
Well, that
It
shouldn't
says
matter.
trespassing for me too now. Oh, now it says
Oh,
leaving
for me.
private property. Weird.
Huh.
No, you're all trespassing on my ship.
Yep.
Even though we're all in the same party.
Again, I don't think that they should be
Here
not
we go, I'm gonna
talking
park my bike
about...
on yours.
I don't think they shouldn't be talking about upcoming features. That's why I talk about upcoming features. But over the years, since I started doing this on YouTube, I've realized it's more reliable to talk about things, either talk about things that are more likely to be upcoming, or specifically say when things don't look like they will be. Like, talk about upcoming features all you want, but something like, again, hacking, which was my main example here, doesn't seem like it was upcoming at the time. The character customizer was, so were the copions, so were the new locations, so were the new missions, the cargo updates, those all seemed to be upcoming.
Come in and try something.
Okay, Seth, are you getting on there?
On what?
On the turret?
I'll either be on the turret or in the Fury.
Okay.
If someone shows up, I'll take care of it.
Can I break these doors down? Little prison cells? Gosh, like at least make these doors functional so I can trap people in here.
Can't shoot them.
It just showed you
Forgot the
shooting the floor.
Break out the cutter.
I have a cutter in my pocket.
Hey, there's an explosive thing. Hold on, can we blow these up?
Ah, wait.
Famous last words.
No, we can't. No! I don't think you can interact with them.
Yeah, can't even tractor beam any of them.
Yeah, I think the inventory is going to go through some iterations. Oh, Vasson called it.
What's happening to that Ursa?
Me and Colt
As-
just both went through the floor.
As Dopey Pickle called, Microtech is hungry.
All right, I'm gonna
What do we do?
backspace
Alt,
quick.
just Alt F4?
Hold on. Are you both set to the character spawn point?
Oh shit! I never did that.
Don't do it
Oh,
together.
okay. Yeah.
Do it one at a time.
It doesn't matter. I didn't set my spawn point there anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can backspace first so that I spawn more quickly, but if you didn't, then I guess it doesn't matter. We'll see if it actually sends me to the character though.
The Carrick's still there.
Carrick's here.
So there's just a bunch of holes on Microtech.
Yeah,
Yes.
these things kind of
Yes.
high for some reason here.
And you can't see them.
Good old
Yeah,
Microtech,
I was
famous
just
sinkhole central.
running across grass, and whoop, right through.
They post an official reason on why they pulled back the inventory kiosks for 324. I don't think so.
Don't forget to put an issue council or uptick someone's issue about it.
I've got my theories, but they didn't say anything officially about it. You wouldn't happen to have any extra armor stored on this ship,
Yeah,
would you?
I was trying to lead
Yes,
you
the
to it,
big
Tomato.
8 SCU box by the Ursa has
Yay!
org armor in it.
Wonderful, thank you.
And there's weapons and stuff in the little 1 SCU box beside it.
The pledge gear rear claim sounds like it's something they're still working on, but they haven't gotten working yet.
And if you want to avoid stepping on the planet Tomato, feel free to take a bike.
Oh god, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Gross, I just
Sure,
sniffled
the
all up
bike
in the
just
mic.
won't fall through.
No, it's left. Only things that make physical contact with the ground,
Mm.
like ground vehicles.
The floor is lava.
Yeah, I
Well,
saw you
lava
guys
would be
fall
more
through,
strong.
and I just ran back to the ship. I'm like, screw this.
Whee! It's a nice area.
Oh, Microtech's gorgeous. You should see some of the canyons with the rivers.
Is the gun on the, what is this called again?
Pulse.
The pulse, is it not gimbaling? It's fixed?
No,
It doesn't
it's fixed.
gimbal. Oh, wait, yes, it does gimbal now that I think about it.
Beth, did you turn the shields off in your Vanguard?
I don't know.
It looks like my shots are getting through.
Well, then don't shoot it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to watch
Oh,
SCL yet.
Big gun.
I will step on you with your own Carrick.
I think the inventory.
This is the gun that's here at the
I think the inventory system was Specifically, the kiosk, I think, was kind of an extra piece they brought in based on the freight elevator, and I think they removed that bit until they could get the actual inventory kiosk UI done. So that's just my tin hat theory. Whee! Okay, I want to still get off of this. So is there anything at these locations? Is it just supposed to be a place for an AI to spawn and you could fight, and that's it?
It's just a mission location for now.
Yeah.
Oh, and I used up all the ammo.
Pyro alone will make the game far more enjoyable for law-abiding citizens and lawless. Really looking forward to it. Same. And for what it's worth, like, I'm not saying they shouldn't talk about Pyro, just because they can't deliver on it. I'm saying they should triage what's most realistic. .24 working? Seems to be working okay. Hey, whose Vanguard is this?
Mine.
Yes.
It's asking me to blow it up. It wants some of this. Look at it. It's like, hey, I'm unguarded. Shoot me. Whoa! Hey, don't shoot me. I'm not asking. Jeez, man. Plus, you don't want to see me on this pulse. I got the bobbing and weaving, bro.
Okay. Arming missile.
Children,
Gross.
let me come down there.
Avastin, he's threatening to blow up my Vanguard with my pulse.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
It appears to be just the elevator. And when you're on the elevator, you're trespassing. The minute you get off the elevator, you're not trespassing.
Uh-oh. I think I just knocked the gun into the ground and it went flying off. That
We
seems
don't
like
need that.
a pretty
This is why Seth
strong.
can't have nice things.
It seems like a strong weak spot. Strong
Well,
weak.
you made it into the racing version now.
Yeah. Come on, soft landing. Nice. All right, this isn't bad. Let's try one of those outposts though. One of those derelict outposts.
Copy that.
Looks better without the gun, anyways. What's up, Marcus? How you doing?
Is everybody on board?
Yes, sir.
I am on board.
Cool.
Let's see if we can find one of these.
I guarantee the answer is no, Rig.
We've got Dunborough, Rappel. Oh no, wait, Rappel's Hurston.
Repel's infinite spawn destroy the server area.
Oh, we got Blam Smith.
Yeah, I've got guns on him right now, just in case.
Oh, he should be. He applied to the org. Can we get a Mrs. Tomato? Can you put his application through so we can add him into the party? Yeah, just a heads up, folks. If you're not in the party, they will shoot you down. Can't answer for these hooligans. Got the Necropolis, Raven's Roost. All these places are in the nighttime zone, though. I really don't want to go to night. I hate it. Hate it. Raven's Roost. Those are both near the pole, though, so that might be interesting to see. Want to try the Necropolis?
I'm all for it.
Tomato can't answer for
Lamb Smith?
the org shooting him down.
Huh?
I think
Oh,
I
okay.
speak for Acid and myself that we will gladly.
Blam, can you join into the Discord voice channel, please, so that we could get your party invite sent over?
It'll close once we jump.
Okay.
Let me know when you're about to jump, and we'll jump together.
Basically, they shouldn't have talked about what to expect to the tech preview channel and not to say to expect everything from CitizenCon in the next 12 months. Yeah, I think
You know, the place under the Vatican.
it's not an easy target to hit because they're constantly developing all this stuff. They want to talk about the things that will likely show up.
I'm aligning sport.
But I think if they talked about the preview channel coming out and having all these things in them and then didn't follow up on it, I think that's what really gets me. Is like they should maybe be mentioning why it didn't end up getting followed up on rather than being completely silent on it. Because there was also like weapon wear and tear. I don't know. There was a list of things that they said would come into the preview channel, and I don't think the preview channel is something that new players would really care about. They don't even know what the preview channel is. I think that is actually more specified towards existing backers, but I don't think that talking about the preview channel would help funding really. I think talking about what's coming to the live servers would help funding more. Whoa. Did they post an official reason of why they pulled back the inventory? I read that. What will my reaction be if server meshing comes and we still have most of the server performance related issues? I would give them a patch to see if there's some level of optimization on it that they have to do. But I'd be very, very saddened. It would be a negative reaction, I think. Again, I would just hope that they'd be a little bit upfront with the communication as to why there would still be, because I do think we'll still have server performance issues, but like if most of them were still around, if there was, I would just want them to talk to us about what is going on at the time after server meshing comes in, because like Benoit said in SCL, I think I saw there are plenty of different things that will add to the server performing better or worse. Server meshing is just one part of the puzzle, so I don't expect it to fix everything. This is the guy wanting to shoot Seth's ship. Shh. Go to the top of the Discord server and click on events, and it should say there is an event going on right now. Just click to join that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jester. Thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate your support on YouTube. Oh, it looks like it hasn't given you the GII role yet. Okay, I'll just add that myself, I guess. That's weird. Might just be the website lagging behind. All right, you should be able to see it now. Nom, 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 nom. Oh. You have to send a friend request to Rig09 in the group chat. Necropolis is a small drug lag. It's just a single building.
Yeah. You even want to land here?
No. They freaking bamboozled.
They gave it
you
an
wanna-
epic name, and
It's a shady. It's a shady spot.
Yeah, let's try that, I guess. Let's try that.
If we go to Dunbro, there's a canyon, lake, and river right by Dunbro.
Okay.
So we can hit multiple from that one spot.
Yep.
Rig, you should be getting a friend request from Blamsmith at some point to join the party. I had good luck with bunker missions recently.
yeah, I was going to say, Rig, if at any point you want, like, assistance.
Hey, good to see you back, Jester. Make sure to catch up on those exclusive videos. Thank you for joining. I haven't even seen the Argo, the new mech thing. I've been pretty sick the last couple days. I am currently quite medicated, so that might be why, if I seem a little scattered in my dialogue. We have been recovering from a bit of a cold, so I haven't gotten to check that out at anything yet.
I'm right behind you. On your right side.
Oh, you didn't spoil it. I've seen references to it. I just haven't gotten to see it myself yet in the game. Looks cool though. Don't know if I'll make a video on it though. I have a couple of other videos that I'm trying to work on right now.
All right. Spooling to Dunbro.
I'm slowing down dramatically.
Dunbro, bro.
Turn. Okay, I'm set whenever you are, Vass.
Oh. Jag has it, and he's jumped already. There we go.
Nope, it let me do it. That's a new one. There's a tomato on the windshield.
How's it look?
Where's the button for the wipers?
Detroit, you said the problem is CIG promises game modes
Such-
not knowing how or
Such
if
a
these
simple
things
target.
were even possible or how it would
Dancing
work,
person on the windshield.
to be honest, and hacking definitely falls in that
Well,
category.
I'm gonna be flying in with my Vanguard. Don't shoot me.
I know I'm really stuck on hacking. I just don't understand why they brought it up.
We got a C2 down there.
Jay-Z said this topic has been beat to death, reanimated then beat again. Overpromising and underdelivering is kind of CIG's thing. But look at how good it feels when they just drop a new vehicle in. Like the Atlas thing, it's not super important or anything, but just dropping that in, that's I don't know. It just feels good.
All right, he's kind of far away from the settlement. I'll just buzz him.
With all this being said, development has always come in waves. There are good times and bad times. We just happen to be in the worst bad time yet. After 4.0, that'll change. I still feel like right now is better than before 3.0. The lead up to 3.0 was truly a dark time. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up with the YouTube chat.
Rick, would you mind hitting the brakes super quick?
I feel like we are missing reasons to go places besides missions. There isn't many reasons to explore the beautiful system we have. Yeah, more resources would be nice. Or I guess more reasons to have those resources too, like resources and economy. Hey, medicine. Mrs. Tomato drink bringing me my drugs. Thank you. Ooh, keeping me subdued so I don't get too heated about Star Citizen. Thank you. How are you feeling? Terrible. Sames. It's like the PvP in DayZ or the old mod for Arma 2. The PvP itself mostly sucked, but it was a constant threat of losing everything that made even the most monotonous moments so intense and atmospheric. Not gonna lie, I think of any game that I watch, DayZ has the content I enjoy the most. Like JLK is such a freaking joy to watch, DayZ. That's the epitome of the content I want to make on Star Citizen. I know I don't make much gameplay content, getting around to it, but I love that stuff. The game's going pretty well. I just fell through the floor, you know, normal stuff.
Pretty down there, like Christmas. You got a vulture down there also.
We were told we'd see items and features dropped in throughout the year outside of major patches. I don't feel like this has been the case for the majority of the year so far.
Shit, you know who?
Yeah, and I don't know what exactly the holdup was on that, to be honest. The Atlas is okay, but how much better would it have been if we got the massive hovering trolley instead? CIG leaving much to be desired. I agree with you there, but at least it's better than the Atlas getting like a concept art and then getting told it was gonna be like in some random update and then all that. But yeah, I would have preferred the hover trolley since that was something that we had our expectations set on. Yeah, 3.0 wait was like, anybody who's waiting for 4.0 and thinks it's terrible. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but let me introduce you to 3.0 and the freaking drought. You remember the burn down? Ugh. How did I handle the lead up to 3.0? I wasn't really following the game that much back then, actually. So the wait for 3.0 was when me and Mrs. Tomato met. Yeah, we met at the beginning of 2017. No, 20. Yeah, we met before 3.0 dropped, and I wasn't really playing the game. back then. In fact, I was playing more Elite Dangerous. And so luckily I wasn't super into Star Citizen, like into following it day by day. I was just kind of checking in here and there. But I do remember watching Inside Star Citizen, or back then it was called Around the Verse, and watching the burn down every week or every other week, and just being like, man, can't wait for 3.0 and everything starts to get more smooth. Love it
In
at
the right
night.
direction.
Can you see my marker rig?
Ah, yes. Yeah.
I'm
Ah,
on the thing.
making a little, we hiking up the hill.
Unintentionally, I didn't even see the hill.
The Atlas does not feel good being shadow dropped when it feels like a cash grab after they nerfed the multi-tool down to what it is now, as well as the max lift. But the multi-tool and the max lift weren't supposed to be... This is the problem with everything being sold for real money. If it wasn't sold for real money, it wouldn't be seen as a cash grab. It would just be seen as filling out the overall equipment, right? I don't know exactly what the Atlas
Well, were you
is.
able to set your spawn point here?
I don't know what the Atlas is or what it provides, but I feel like the Atlas should be a way for you to use a ship or vehicle grade tractor beam in more of an FPS situation. And that'd make a lot of sense for me for building out the overall amounts of equipment, because then you get the ability to have like a more specialized cargo moving tool that can be transported but takes up space and all that stuff and yada yada. But the multi-tool and the tractor beam, I actually feel like they should be a little weaker than they are, in the sense that they shouldn't be able to carry all containers of a certain size. They should be based on mass. And we knew that was going to happen. What we didn't know is if they were going to bring in more stuff that could help you carry stuff in other ways. I would say, though, don't spend money on that stuff. Like, don't buy one of those things. Ultimately, it might be a cash grab, but in the grand scheme of things, I do think a vehicle, a dedicated cargo lifting vehicle is a good idea, which is why I also want the hover trolley, because I think that those things will help build out the cargo focused gameplay for people who are spending their time solely doing that kind of stuff. I know what you mean about it feeling like a cash grab, though. Got gifted a sub by Beyond the Verse. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Beyond the Verse, by the way. Dropped those subs while he was in the podcast that we were doing at the time. Appreciate that.
This is where he advances Vulture and does his daily stuff is here.
Do I like the new skybox? I don't really care for it. Can you hear the weight of some sinus pressure in your voice? Yeah. Have I touched upon Yogi's recent post on master modes yet? I haven't yet. I'll probably go over that on Monday's talk. We getting caught up on everything that's been going on. Ooh, I do need a new gun. Can I buy a new gun here?
Somebody just hit me.
4.0 dropping this year if they lock in. Imagine this is a pride thing for them at this point. Maybe they'll take criticism and go harder. This is your Hopium Cope, of course. Man, I wish we would get it this year, but I don't know. There are weapon shops here, right? Yeah, I can buy a weapon here, right?
Yes, but there are weapons in the Carrick if you want one.
Yeah, but he wants good-looking ones, though.
I'm trying to live off the land. Is that living off the land if I'm buying a weapon?
Well, you're supporting small businesses.
Yeah, the locals. Imagine this in the future being a crafting bench.
Yes.
Hey, NPC dude.
Can you buy the Atlas though? Probably. At some point. It's not even out yet, so. All ship tractor beams should have the same functionality. Yeah, I would want to see them update the ship tractor beams if that was a ship tractor beam. If it's its own standalone tractor beam, that seems a little silly.
This bathroom doesn't have a door on it.
Who needs privacy?
Hey, now I didn't forget when we got married. I know that. Okay, I was messing up when we met.
This is the little store I always see Mac Brother in.
When we met in the beginning of 2017.
Ooh, they got this fire blazing.
Maverick, thank you.
I was gonna
Appreciate
say,
you, buddy.
we got some marshmallows.
Thanks for joining the podcast live, dude. Suppose the only issue you have with making the multi-tool and max lift based on mass is they would then need to sort out how to correct a turtled vehicle. Makes no sense being able to move those and not a 1-ton cargo box. Can they move vehicles? Because yeah, I agree. Like, make it make sense. I don't know, do you guys think that they should be limited based on the container sizes or the weight of the containers? Weight would make it interesting because then you would have different capabilities for different boxes on different planets. But that also might piss players off too much.
The MRSA that's in the cargo bay of the Ferric is possessed and maybe damaging the ship, just FYI.
Atlas into the bunkers. Oh my gosh,
Thought I heard
might get
some
stuck in
banging.
there. Weirdest part about Yogi's post was when he said they wanted to fix the problem of Ace Pilot owning 7 newbies. That was crazy to me because I thought they wanted exactly that kind of skill-based gameplay. I mean, don't we all want Ace Pilots owning newbies? I think like there's a line. I don't know where it is. It's a thin line. Obviously, we want somebody to be able to have the most skill and take on other people. But there is a line of like how capable we want to make that versus just having the game be balanced so that it's at least still kind of a fair fight. And I don't know if that's 1v7 or 1v25 or 1v87, but at some point it's like, hey, okay, maybe a little bit of balance will help more. And again, that combat is not my... I don't even want to say specialty. Combat is not the thing that I like focus on. That's why I don't really talk about master modes too much.
No, I'm just saying I pinged you by accident. I was just cycling target.
Yeah, I sat in the seat, the driver's seat, and then as soon as I did that, it stopped doing that. So it appears to have settled down.
No, it was desync on your end then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't see it physically bouncing, sparking, it's just kind of like.
You have trouble wrapping your head around an 80-kilogram guy using a 1-kilogram handheld tool to move a 30-ton container.
Yeah,
It's magic.
Sparks, it means you're receiving a message from the server saying it's making contact. If it's just bouncing, that's just decent.
They put in an Evocati by accident? That'd be funny. Weight would make more sense, more difficult to implement. Volume is easier and more constant. Yeah. line is high sec versus low sec, right? No, I mean like a line of balance to the game. Like there has to be a skill ceiling and a skill floor. And depending on how accessible you want the game to be based on what's going on, like coming up with a good reason to make sure that all the skilled players are not anywhere near the low skilled players could be a thing, but people will always break that flow.
I mean, it's not.
And I don't know, man.
Some sort of nebulous cloud right on it. It's kind of covered in the skyline. It's not a complaint, it's just a comment. But I think that it would be more
This isn't WoW. Yeah, but it's Star Citizen.
luminous.
There's a lot of things in this game that are just like not based on real physics. Like, it's the Half-Life effect, you know?
Jeez, this is a long run. 100 meters out.
Yeah, I was gonna come up there and run around, but I'm like, nope, not gonna. I think by the time I get there, you guys will be turning around coming back.
You just sprinting around with a beer?
What else are we supposed to be doing?
Just...
Oh, I know you. Have someone shoot that beer out of your hand, Rick.
Well, it was just sitting on a table. What was I supposed to do? Leave it there?
I'm all on board with the with skill being a big differentiator in this game, and even if they do compact the skill window, floor and the ceiling, I still would want to make sure and see that there's a lot a player can do to differentiate themselves from other players in terms of skill. That being said, I also understand like that the game's combat is not just dogfighting. And
There's
so
an SRV overhead.
I can't speak towards what Yogi said, but I understand decreasing the speed of combat for the sake of other types of combat besides just dogfighting.
I think that's part of our group.
Yeah, they're kind of like anti-grav beams, gravity guns.
Yeah, it's Jake.
Ship tuning could be a good way to, you know, you could have a lot of skill at tuning ships and figuring out what the best balance is for your ship to do the thing that you want to do.
Jeg is 600 meters away. And then
But
there's another
yeah,
F3.
player skill is a very important part of this game still.
It's directly to the port side of the front of the Herrick, right over that hill.
I'm missing a butt, a C2, and that's all I'm picking up.
Yeah, they've been there the whole time.
We've got a couple derelict outposts with simple delivery missions if we want to head to a derelict outpost.
Okay. Is Astor's clearing on that list?
So before we leave Dunborough, Verse Guide says that there's some river and lakes nearby. It says the sun's rising in 8 minutes.
Yeah, I know
Compass
that.
heading of
That's
200 degrees. Oh, yeah.
that's the
great.
race. That's the racetrack.
Oh, okay, wicked.
Do it.
Just get up high and look for the-
Astor's clearing on the map.
Just climb high and look for the seahorse on the ground.
Seth, are you on board?
Yeah, I see you just got into the seat.
I haven't gotten into the seat. I'm on the bridge though.
Hey, Blam, if you're trying to talk to the folks in the party, I would chat in the side chat on the voice channel. That's where they'll be able to see it more. I agree, player skill should be the biggest differentiator. For my own gameplay, what I've been waiting for, exploration, I want it to be where when you're scanning, deep space scanning across a star system, and you're picking up signatures of points of interest, and you're getting back that signature, a player should be able to look at that signature and, based off of their own skill, their own know-how of the game, their own familiarity with signatures, be able to say, hey, I know what that is. I can guarantee that this is actually this kind of ship because I recognize this ship's signature, rather than the game sort of presenting to you that it might be that ship and picking up for that area, you know, giving you the chance to get ahead because you know more of the game. Not in the sense that like it should be hard for people who don't know more in the game, just that it's, oh, I guess it should be hard for them, but it's separating out what makes the biggest difference. Like I don't know how to put it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna blame it on the medicine. I'm pretty sure it is the medicine. Like my brain does not work very well today, but combat is a different story because combat is very much focused on one player losing and another one winning. But all the other parts of this game, I feel like, should focus very much on your ability as a player to get better, not necessarily your ability as a character to get better. That's why when they talk about adding in character skills to the game, makes me a little bit nervous because I'm like, okay, how much player skills? Because you guys have kind of talked extensively about this game being what a player can do with the tools they've been given, rather than how they can build up their character to do that stuff. So I feel like I can't put two thoughts together right now on this, but I think I've kind of articulated what I'm trying to say. Ooh, pretty. How about that? Yeah, Maverick, it's inevitable, huh? Hey, Pops. Hey, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? It's such a complex issue. Making sure that player skill is a dominant force while also making sure that the game is accessible to a large amount of people. Character skills could be the day you leave. Yeah. I'll make it very clear here so that nobody's surprised. They have talked about character skills in this game. Not in the sense of like a skill tree like your average modern day action adventure RPG kind of game, but kind of like you would see in GTA San Andreas, where if you did something enough times, it would make you better at that thing. I think they showed it off with player assassinations last year. In my example, would I want to be able to tell a lot from a quick scan if I know how, but for a noob, they need to do a more thorough scan that takes longer? I would think they need to get closer. When they talk about scanning, they talk about sending out probes that would triangulate on a source and then send you back the information. I would want a skilled player to be able to make the call right there and then, whereas maybe a less skilled player would have to get closer, be a little bit more risky, spend a little bit more time out there, you know? Might not want to play yourself with your own limitations, might want to play someone else. I mean, in Escape from Reality, yeah, like I'm never gonna take a shotgun on a spaceship and hot drop into an outpost and clear it out. I feel like that's enough Escape from Reality for me. Fam, they're good. My dad, mom, and sister are over in vacationing right now. Me and Mrs. T, we are still here. Oh, I'm like leaning off the camera. Look at that. We are still over here, just getting over some sickness right now. I just finished a lovely week taking care of my niece, though, for her first week of school. It was a phenomenal time. Oh yeah, reputation gating should be a big one. Can kind of see your point. Skill is important even without weird mechanics to support it. It's just not easy to do. Not sure if CIG has all that written down yet. Yeah, certainly doesn't seem easy. Dorian, that's possible, yeah.
Yeah, my skank all jacked up.
Licensing for ships, like real world licensing. You actually like character skills. We're playing a character in the game, not ourselves. Also, character skills are realistic because we all have hidden character stats in real life based on our education and experience. Thank you, Pops. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we're on the we've reached that peak of the cold, you know. Should be feeling better by mid next week, I think. Hopefully it is just a cold. We got to do a little test and see if it's something more. Love a good sunrise.
Who's Blamsmith?
He's in our party.
Okay,
All right, Rick.
but
There's
not.
a spot right behind me that could fit a character.
Copy.
Let me know when you see it.
See you, but not the marker. Or
Yeah,
not.
just come to me. You'll see the field I'm.
Yeah, character skills are probably also a big reason, a big way they're going to make permadeath of the character be more meaningful for people. So, it fits into their design quite a bit. But I think it's a feature that they're ultimately bringing over from Squadron 42. Hey, what's up, Brig?
Put 2 F8s in.
Think you got a tree on your butt.
Of course it.
Oi. Reaper, we're in the thick of it right now. I think we'll be feeling better in the next couple of days, though. No, it wasn't permadeath after one death. And it sounds to me more and more like they're going to extend
You
that
want me to stay in
number.
the turret up here?
But nobody's really explained just how many deaths it is. I never took it as being less than like 7 to 9
That's
deaths.
your call. We've got 3.
But we'll see.
ships outside.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go some foot tourism.
Grading math tests, Brig. How are they doing? Man, that was early. They're already taking math tests? Maybe skill regression instead of losing everything. I mean, it's not going to be like you die and it's all gone. Like, it's going to be... You got to die a lot of times for that to happen. Crazy that it's even being talked about seriously. I mean, that was like one of the original pitches of the game. Plus, you get almost all your stuff back. It's not really... It's not as bad as it sounds. You lose a little bit of rep. You keep all your items. You keep all your ships. You keep most of your money. All you have to do is just have a new character. Just passing the torch. supposed to be a callback to earlier games where there were limited lives in the game. It's also heavily inspired by Demon's Souls. But it adds a little bit of tension to situations. Like, it makes people play differently, act differently based on what they're doing in the game.
You're the reason why I couldn't call the elevator.
Well, I couldn't call it either. And I dropped down the elevator shaft, and now I can't get the doors to open. Or the elevator.
People come attached to their characters.
Is the elevator down
But isn't
there
that the
with
point
you?
of games like Rust and DayZ and these games where you get attached to your character and you don't want to die? You don't want to lose it? Like, if we want to make a game where people treat the game kind of like they would in real life, in the sense of not taking the risks that they don't feel cut out for, then why not make that risk more heavy? It's like not flying without rebuy in Elite Dangerous. You know, if we make these situations, like you say, there's this space station in Pyro that is incredibly dangerous and you don't want to go in alone, but it has the best loot. And somebody says, okay, screw that. I'm just going to keep throwing myself against it until I can get through it alone and get the best loot. Then it kind of loses the whole point of that risk. And instead, it encourages people to maybe bring some backup, bring a medic, something like that. That's why you don't play those games. I don't think, like, Star Citizen is, again, it might not be the game that people have hoped. We are seeing that people are, like, learning how the physicalized cargo is making it a game that they're not really excited for. Engineering's doing something similar. I think Death of a Spaceman will do something similar as well. It'll be a time for people to kind of leave it behind. Maybe Arena Commander would be a better place for players like that who want to just have unlimited lives and be able to just jump in, play the game, and jump out.
I think this is where we had a PvP event.
Yeah, you won't lose everything at death. You won't lose much. You just lose some reputation. You just stand here? Is this your job? Just... Okay. I think they have a lot of freedom in how they can do Death of a Spaceman. They've already said that you can earn lives back. You'll be able to find technologies. You might be able to craft something, some kind of resource that can give you some of these mini lives back. For all we know, you could die 20 times before you actually lose the character. You could die 50 times before you lose the character. We don't really know. It's just a matter of adding a little bit more weight to those deaths whenever they happen. And it's good to remember that, like, the game that we're playing right now is definitely not what you should expect to be playing when Death of a Spaceman comes in. That's a ways away when we're not falling through planets to die. It'll attract certain people, but it will drive away a lot more. There's a good reason why most MMOs don't do that. It's a gimmick that would be bad for SC. I hate to sound rude, but why do you get to decide what's bad or good for SC? How long? These guys are just... They're so efficient, you know? If you could have all your platoons be organized like this, people could never tell how many people you actually have in your army. Bad as in less players want to play the game. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It might be for funding. But Star Citizen doesn't really seem like the kind of game that was made to get the most players from the beginning. They definitely have a lot of design choices that would lead a lot of players to not enjoy the game. As long as we can keep our saved character in the creator, I'm cool with it. Yeah, you can definitely save your characters. Hell, maybe you can even customize your character after you pass on to the next one to just look like your old character again. Don't know. In most MMOs, you lose something when you do, some experience, some damage. Isn't that what people like about, God. FromSoft games, From Software, in their name, From Software? Not to say that that's the most popular style of game out there, but it certainly has, it's not like a crazy idea, it seems. GII is our org, the Garden Interstellar Initiative. It's the group of people I'm playing with here.
Disappointed
You can
that
see
I
it.
ran underneath the sprinkler and didn't get any water on my visor. I'm gonna call Chris.
True.
I'm gonna call Chris and tell him this is not a real game at all.
This certainly isn't a sim, bro.
Chris,
Where's
where's
our
your
water
physics?
droplets?
Where's my fidelity? The big F.
Moisten my head, Chris.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. That one's too easy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be easy.
That one alone also.
We've run a couple combat missions out here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have.
Frenchie's event.
Oh, they're gonna make me
Jeez.
buy the beer here.
Wrong button.
What'd you do? Uh-oh. Yeah, a little oopsie over there.
Don't mind me.
Well, if we don't, that's when bad things normally happen.
Sound like I need some rest? Yo, all we've been doing is sleeping this weekend. Like, I have slept more over the last couple of days than any other day this year, I think. Which has been nice. It's been good. Just don't like the coughing. What ends up happening is, like, we're both sick, so Mrs. Tomato will pass out and her head will be on my chest. And then I'll cough or something or sneeze and she will freak out because she's like in the depths of sleep and I feel so bad. But I also don't, because her head on my chest is the best thing ever. God, I want to shoot. I want to shoot people. Yeah, that's right. I got a gun out. What you gonna do? You gonna run? Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Also, there's that. Like, Death of a Spaceman kind of encourages people to, when they do remove armistice zones, people will be less likely to just start getting into firefights where security is, because then it's like, oh, well, security's just gonna kill me if I pull my weapon out in the city. Who cares? I'll just respawn. It's like, yeah, dude, you can only respawn so many times before you lose that character. And again, losing that character might not be that big of a deal, but it's at least one small deterrent to help, to add on to the fact that there might be a reason to not just act like a fool. Act a fool. Escape from Tarkov has kind of permadeath, and the game is great because of it. Should have played an MMORPG 25 years ago.
NPCs are all weapons drawn over here.
Yeah, because Seth is running death from above.
Wonderful.
I didn't actually shoot them, I thought. I've been shooting the mountains.
Yeah, it's the sound of gunfire. It's in on guard.
What's so bad about losing your character, though? Now, the character skills thing, yeah, you're losing some of that. But, like, what's so bad about losing a character? Like, just the styling of the character, like the chin and the hair and stuff?
Just kept loading.
Inventory and cargo changes planned to death not being used as a teleport. That too. That's it. They're adding more and more things to try and make it a little bit more intense to die. Might make people attack NPCs less, but it'll make people kill on sight more. Yeah, that's a culture of gaming that we got to figure out how to shake. But then if you're killing on sight, like imagine if murder was actually a really, really big deal. And if you murdered somebody, there was like a really good chance that security was just going to come and kill you almost immediately. I think you would end up being less likely to want to kill people, right? You fell asleep watching while I was watching and I was in your dream. We were running missions together on Star Citizen and then helping you move a couch. Were we moving a couch in Star Citizen? Because that's pretty cool. I haven't even done that yet. If you went through various quest lines with one character, you might be more attached. It's not necessarily just about reputation and items. But wouldn't that help you feel like you don't want to die more? Like, in every game isn't there some level of what the game tries to do to make you fear death? Right now we are playing, well, yeah, not even right now. I would say a few years ago, before the game expanded and there were different places to spawn, we were basically playing in a game where death didn't matter at all. And over time, they've added more and more reasons for you to care about dying. Oh, I don't want to respawn at this place. Oh, I don't want to get my inventory back. I don't want to have to claim my ship. And there's like a whole spectrum of how much a game will care about you dying versus not, right? If I died in Super Mario, I wouldn't really care all that much. If I died in... Man, I don't even have a... Dark Souls, Demon Souls, whatever it's called, that matters a lot more to me. I feel like there's a whole spectrum in the middle of that, of how games try to make you care more about death. And they can choose different ways, like different types of things to make death matter more, whether it's setting you back further in the level, taking away the items that you found, making enemies... Dark Souls, I think it was. Making enemies more strong every time you die. I really liked Shadow of Mordor, where you would die and like they would have something up on you. They would be able to talk about how they killed you. Like there's all these different things games can do to make death matter more or less. Losing a character just seems like one of those things, you know? It's not taking away everything that you own, but it's still making you at least care a little bit about dying. And who knows, maybe someday long down the line, Star Citizen will have a creative mode where it wouldn't matter at all. But the cool gameplay scenarios that you have when instead of just backspacing to ruin your character and respawn somewhere, you really gotta get your friend to come and help you out of a tight situation. Like, this makes medical beacons make a lot more sense. It makes medical vehicles be way more important to have out on the battlefield. It makes having a medic in your squad, even when you're out just doing some space reconnaissance or mining, seem like more of a realistic thing. It feels like it adds some dimensions to how much you care about the game you're playing. And I know it can go too far. I agree with you there. It can definitely go too far, which is why I appreciate that. Not only are there multiple deaths you can have, 15, 20, however many deaths, but there's also the whole injury system before that, or the fact that you can get incapacitated without dying if you receive anything less than the most catastrophic of damage. Like, as long as they make enough barriers for you to not just immediately die and lose everything, I think it's an interesting complication to make you care a little bit more about the life you are living in the game at that time. Oh no. Is the elevator broken? Ah, it's broken. Gosh dang it. Yeah, we still don't know everything that it'll imply, and I think they're gonna take what people have to say in the community as a big part of how far they'll go with it. But permadeath makes it sound a lot worse than I think what they're trying to do. Bad karma, I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. Make a system where you can reclaim a respawn, but it costs a ton. I think that also brings in more complications in the gameplay, in the sense that maybe you can find a research facility out way somewhere on the depths, right? Somewhere way out in some star system that is really hard to find. But because you have a great exploration person in your org, they found it. And they know that if you bring certain resources to this research center, then that person can add more lives back to your tally. Or because you completed this one specific mission for this really high reputation mission giver, they've granted you access to their machine that gives you another life. Or because you take certain cybernetics, you are less likely to take damage and therefore you have more long life to live. There's like just adding in the risk of losing the body that you inhabit gives so much more interesting possibilities into the gameplay, into the progression, in my opinion. Think the assault and homicide charges need to be more, and Klesher needs a major buff. Agreed with you there, Bones. The importance and sweatiness of this form of gameplay is pretty intense, losing that experience of having run those quests with a particular quest provider, even more than Eve or Dark Souls, which aren't really story-driven games. But maybe they still know you. So one of the examples they said was that when you come back as that next character, you get diminished reputation to the point where you can pivot your gameplay, right? Let's say you are a hardcore pirate and you're so far down the line that you just can't imagine going back and making friends with the governments. But if you die and you get to start over with a character, you could make a pivot to go back into those other parts of the game, or you could double down on what you were doing in your previous character's time, and maybe it's easier to progress in that reputation because they already know you. So maybe you have that existing relationship with the mission givers and stuff. This is speculation entirely, but it is kind of based off what they said. Oh yeah, that was all the stuff that I just said was theory crafting. Granted, let me pull up the document because I do think they talked about researching Star Citizen death of a spaceman. I'm pretty sure they've talked about the whole researching new lives and stuff like that. Here we go, yeah. There will also be opportunities to regain some lives or do a reset. Some of this could be through in-game missions, or it could just involve paying a lot of money to a specialist on a remote med planet that is doing stem cell research. So it's not entirely theory crafting. I'm just going off of stuff that they've said before, and this is an old document. It's from literally the beginning of the project in 2013. But I do still think that they'll have some of this will still show up in what they want to do. Almost all of the assets you've worked hard to accumulate pass on to the beneficiary that you specified when creating your character. Reputation and faction alliances pass on to your new character, but slightly diminished. If your original character was a pirate, then the new one will also be aligned with pirates, but not as much, and will still be on the UE watch list. No slate will be wiped clean, but if you want to change your allegiances, this would be the start. Again, this is an old document, but some of this has been mentioned, and I think overall he still kind of wants to go into these areas of gameplay. Medical gameplay will be a thing. Yeah, you won't backspace as fast to just get out of a situation.
Still 30 kilometers away. I was waiting.
Oh, well, in that case, we'll shoot them by hand because we're almost there.
Oh, my
I'm
death
still
counter
doing
should be up, huh? Because I died earlier. Fell through the planet,
You're going to kill everybody on the character.
but I did die.
Risk you gotta take.
Again,
No.
please don't do that. I'm just gonna be that guy. Please don't do that.
I mean,
It'd be kind of fun to watch. It's a nice big boom.
I promise, Seth, you can have that.
Yeah, glitch deaths will be a problem for sure.
Okay.
We all hope there will be less glitch deaths, but it's a game. There's going to be glitch deaths, which is why they need to have some level of like fair play mixed into that.
Yeah, I'm on the turret. Let me know if there's
Excuse me.
anybody you want me to start shooting at.
You get a player who never brings a helmet and is bad at the game but is an awesome human. Hey man, I'm great at the game as long as you don't get in front of my gun.
Besides, we're all assuming that enemies actually spawn.
Or that they react.
That's true.
Oh, don't assume that. They're murder hobos.
I think the enemies have gotten better,
Yeah, yes, they
both
have.
Yeah.
pilot and FPS.
I wouldn't even say they're hobos. We're kind of walking into their homes, no?
Okay, that's true.
They're murder homeowners.
All right, Rick, here we come.
Oh, I'm counting the patch deaths from the PTU cycle. But maybe I should reset it when we go live. That's my bad.
I just aim our front end away from where the package
Yeah,
is. So
this is like one of the most deadly patches I've played in a while. Ever since I actually started playing the game, my deaths have gone down quite a bit, but 324, that's been a test.
on the ground.
It's a dude in the tower.
Elevators are still broken.
Yeah, they got a couple folks out here.
Can't quite remember where the ladder was. Oh, there it is.
Oh boy. Up.
You guys need fire from above.
Dang, Coda's a strong boy. Holy crap. This thing just one-shots them sometimes.
Oh yeah, 50 caliber.
Yeah, the Kodo will one-shot head with heavy helmet. But it has a big drop-off, though.
You know what I really need? I really need that PvE horde mode that they were talking about in Arena Commander. Can just never get enough actual practice with these weapons.
Yeah, fighting bots.
Well, there is the consignment missions where they just constantly respawn.
That
Yeah, I
is
guess
hard
that's
mode.
not bad.
Tomato, if you want to play on the Dragonfly, I left it there for you.
I might blow up your ship.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Haha.
The A2 isn't mine. The Furies aren't mine. I stole them all.
Sounds like free reign. Hey Jaeger, what you selling over here? You look like a store owner.
Is this what happens when
Have
the
a-
org gets together? There's a bunch of dead nine tails laying around.
Yeah, it's good
Selling
times.
helmets.
Helmets. Pretty chilly out here. I need that helmet with the moo cow fur insulation. Ah, crap. Can you still not use a gun on the back of the dragonfly?
Nope.
No.
Gosh.
I mean, it's kind of good. I wouldn't trust most players not to shoot the dragonfly by accident.
At least give me the choice. It's not even let me board this thing.
So this is the weirdest thing. Everybody's armor is like white box to me. I see no color on anybody's armor.
Yeah, it's frost.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Oh, it is?
Negative 3
Oh,
degrees
yeah,
out here.
Whoa,
Whoa,
I thought it was just
freaking
shaders messing up.
shotguns, huh?
Did you just shoot my ship?
You said it wasn't yours.
Yeah, I didn't
No,
care
you-
about the.
you
yeah,
said-
Sure, I did. It's not mine, but I have commandeered it in the name of GII.
Good target practice.
And the boxes inside of it, and the extra vehicles inside of it.
Bobbing and weaving through the trees. Whoop! Nice.
Oh, please, please, please make sure you're straight all the way up.
Definitely. Basically a flying craft instead of a hovercraft now.
Right, guys.
Oops.
We've got to
Ouch.
scoot.
You gotta head out.
Yeah,
Later.
we gotta have. Yep, see you later.
All right, catch you
We'll see
later.
you, Joe.
Catch you later.
Wait, was it Jaeger? I thought it was Jaeger.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling them.
I am, I'm a cat in the tree right now. How did this happen?
Power off. You got the back engine hooked. Power off and let somebody tractor you out of there.
Let me go.
Rick, did you fall down?
You stunned me. Don't pretend.
Just shoot someone in the foot. Oh no, did you trip?
You look down, you see, like, this is a subscriber knife.
Let
In my
me
leg.
go.
Hey,
This
do
is
you
why we
guys
need
want
Maelstrom.
the mission box?
I'm not too worried about the missions themselves.
Oh, I was gonna say,
We can get to
it's
that.
it's on the ship.
All right, go ahead and completely power off. I'll tractor you out.
Is that MK2?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks so much better.
Is yours blue still?
That's a blue paint or white.
Oh, okay. I thought it was blue earlier, so I was like, wait a second.
This is going well.
Actually, you're sinking down a little bit. Power on and see if you can pull out.
Give me power.
I'm on my way to help, Tomato.
Alright.
Might be too late for me. Switching to
A2
quantum drive.
mobilizing.
I see you're at. Go ahead and stop.
This is the most fun I've ever had in a game. Yeah!
There you go.
Fasten!
Yes, I have very much practice with getting dragonflies stuck out of things.
Tractor beam specialist. Alright, now let's not get stuck in the
Where
trees
did you
again.
get the
Right, how about-
dragonfly stuck at anyway?
Practicing for Daymar.
Whoa!
Anyway,
Oh, careful.
no, practicing for like races and stuff. They get
And
stuck.
Tomato managed to find the 3 trees that are around us.
They
Hey,
found
thanks
me.
for that, Seth. That was cool looking.
Nom nom nom. Going to eat this dragonfly.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Actually, you know what? I would make a good event. See someone in the C2 trying to pick up dragonflies.
This thing is definitely damaged. I can see the thrusters sputtering.
Could that be due to flying into a tree?
It could be, but I doubt it. It's probably just a manufacturer defect.
You know,
Oh,
I need
it's
to talk to
great.
Chris.
Complain to
He-
CIG. You're like, come on,
Chris-
guys.
Chris is allowing my immersion to be broken again since there's no frost on my backpacker guns.
I can defrost your armor.
With laser fire?
Bomb bay
that's-
opening.
I don't need that. Hey, careful.
Size 10 on its way.
I don't need a haircut yet.
Don't worry, there wouldn't even be hair to identify you.
Oh no, I was talking to Tomato. He's buzzing the tower, so to speak.
I'm
I'll
skimming.
just zero. Somebody's got a Corsair over here.
Yeah, I just see it. I'm going towards it now.
Shoot it. Blow it up. Kill it.
Okay.
Nope, not
Bomb.
actually.
Bombing.
Should drop a bomb somewhere. That sounds like fun. Oh, somebody just used the grunt birthday party sound at the perfect time. Who was that? Commander. Good job. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
All right.
Ow.
Doo-doo.
Oh, don't get too close.
I don't know when he's dropping it.
He just did.
No, I didn't yet.
I was gonna say we're gonna have a fried tomato pretty soon.
Uh-oh. There's another tree.
And there it goes.
He dropped it. But I can't tell how far away it is. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Oh, dang it.
The rocks are almost hitting me.
Yeah, I'm watching the
Got thrown
rocks.
up
I'm
in
like,
the air.
Well, the bomb didn't take me out, but the hillside might have. Add another one to the death counter.
gotta respect the lev vehicles.
The Microtech wilderness is a fickle beast. Catch you later, Lovelinator.
It fucked my tomatoes up!
You've never used
Hopefully we
sticks,
brought enough,
Bones, in your years
soups.
playing SC? Do you need to switch
Well,
to
we
mouse
can-
and keyboard when you're on foot? Yeah. From my experience, you do. You probably want to, yeah. You can't do everything in the game with sticks.
Do you need a guess?
Me. It was me.
He was chasing the bomb.
But the bomb didn't kill me. I was just danger close to the side of a hill.
Naked tomato on the
I didn't
windshield.
get to see the bomb.
Maybe next time I will fly better. I don't know. I shouldn't be in a pilot seat of anything. Ooh.
Seth, do you want to
Broccoli. Hey, dude. How's it going, man? Good to see you.
It only had one bomb.
Hey, buddy.
It only had one bomb on it, so.
You have to beat the environment first. See, now that's where I lose. Tomato's never going to beat the environment. We thrive on it. We live from it. We need it. Jumptown is running now. We'll probably run Jumptown next week
I'll go with the next one. You can jump to me.
as an org group. Oh my god, is this door broken? How do you escape this place? I have to go upstairs.
Before he starts driving, he's gonna drink. Don't worry, guys.
Is this whole ship broken?
just the
Most
elevator?
likely.
It seems like the door to the ladder is also not working.
If anybody wants, there is a very large ship right in front of you that is working perfectly fine.
Until I get inside of it.
Yeah, then we're just gonna blow up.
What is this? button?
Mrs. Tomato, it looks like you've been hired to shoot me.
Hey, the relays work now if you take them out, and just all power to the right side of the ship's gone.
This button's right flashing red.
Boop, boop. Boop. Give me more armor.
All right, is everybody on board?
I think I
Yes,
made
sir.
my skin a little too pale.
Admitted when you ran up to me, I didn't think it was you at first.
Oh, I lost my cool piracy bot guns.
We could go to your body. It's not that far away.
Nah, it's okay. Let it rest in pieces. Probably should close the door. Be good for our health. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the org folks, our event folks,
the
and see
heck?
if we can get a Jumptown going sometime next week.
I'm getting shot.
Yeah, are you getting attacked? I see that.
There is a
To the
hostile
turrets.
facility nearby.
We're in nav, so we can't use the turrets.
In SEM.
It was
Oh.
nice knowing you all.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Looks like it's just one ship.
Who is it?
NPC.
Genji did
Oh.
I'm on left turret.
Need me to come back? You guys can handle an NPC.
No, they're too tough. They're scary.
It's just a cutlass. Yeah.
Well, now that I have my shields up, I'm not really that worried.
Where's he at?
Dead ahead.
Light him up.
Did.
Oh, get wrecked. Thanks for the entertainment. Screw your stupid wreckage. I'm gonna blow that up too, loser.
So much hostility.
Yeah. Just letting it out, pent up rage. So I was talking about master modes for a half hour, you know?
I thought you said meth at first. Just talking about meth for half an
I
hour.
think he did. What's on your mind? Master modes. So much fun.
Honestly, my mind is a cloud. Because I'm medicated. That's
Like the green nebulous cloud of the new skybox.
Don't get us started.
I need medicine. I need painkillers.
I'm just happy I have my hangar, and so far the furniture I put in there hasn't moved. That's all I'm happy about.
Jumping to Vesa.
I'm still 200 away from the place.
Medication? It's
Oh,
called
there's no markers
Nurofen.
to it.
I'm not really sure what the
Nope.
generic name of it is. It's that Turkish medicine, you know?
Oh, maybe that means it'll be a good one.
Well, it's at night, so it's definitely gonna be fun for you guys.
What is the skin on this Carrick?
Best in show, 2952, I believe.
29.52.
You know what's best in show this year? Terrapin.
That is true.
Are you serious?
Well,
Well, it's top four. Then all the other. I'm gonna not say mean things, but people voted for the F8 Lightning.
yeah, which is
Let's get a limited ship.
yeah, I don't need to.
I mean,
die
I'm
on
not
that
going
hill.
to complain because I own one, but I agree it shouldn't be a ship that's limited. It's kind of silly.
I thought for sure the C1 had it right.
Nah, no fever right now. I don't think.
Well, the C1 should have definitely had it wrapped up. As many people that absolutely love that ship.
Yeah, it should have. Like, if there were more people voting, I think the C1 would have got it. But the concentration, like the demographic of people who are actually paying attention to a ship showdown, is going to favor more the people who are hardcore into the game, which is more F8 than C1.
I still think the Reclaimer should have had it.
Yeah, that one definitely has a demographic to win.
Even like if you want your hardcore like fighter pilots that have F7As, the F7C, if that had won, A pilots would have also got it.
Okay, we just got like a very loud and celebrative notification that we passed the 15 sub goal, but I don't.
Toes.
Oh, okay, there it is. Ran you over, prime subbed up. I was like, what? Twitch, are you okay? Thank you for that, ran you over. Appreciate you. Do I miss living in the U.S.? Wonder how things compare to Turkey. We go back and forth, so we spend a lot of our year in the U.S. We'll be heading back to the U.S. in October, and we'll be there for like 6 months or so. So there are certain things you miss when you're there, certain things you miss when you're here. You know, everywhere's got its ups and its downs. Definitely miss the easy access to more niche things and easier like deliveries of products and bacon. But I love the food here. Also, the sea is phenomenal here. Ships still look like they're floating. Yeah, control surfaces should help with that. someday. At some point. Whee! BIS planes is going to be ugly because the F8 won. Solely because of the ship.
Maybe it stops.
Probably be a good idea.
I'm stopping.
It's so funny running through the ship and seeing randomly my capacity of breath going
Not
down
letting
because
you.
it's just like random no atmosphere spots in this ship.
So I can maintain your ship.
Yeah, it's just like no oxygen and it's -7 degrees in like this one small spot here. Turkey has the best sailboat maintenance prices. Well, there's certainly a niche reason to live there. No VAT on that. We just pay VAT on like everything else. We have some terrible taxes here. Are we headed to the box or are we headed to Vasson? Or both?
Both.
I see.
You jump into me, Rig, or are you just taking the slow boat?
No, it wouldn't let me.
The UK has a lot of taxes. Trust me, it won't compare. Turkey is in a very bad economic situation. So they just... I tried to get a Stream Deck Pro. Which in America, I think it was like $160. In Turkey, it was like $700. It's ridiculous. Basically, any electronic that gets imported into Turkey, you pay like a 90% tax on. It's just unbelievable. That's why we bring all of our electronics from America. It's also why I'm a partner with VKB, but they won't even send. They won't even send their stuff over here because it costs so much. Oh my dude! Stream Santa has arrived. Holy crap, Zayeth. You just spam my chat with raffle messages, dude. God, Jesus. You're triggering my coughs. Oh my lord. Yeah, give a thanks to Zayeth if you just got gifted a Twitch sub. Jeez, man. Thank you, my dude. Hey, if you just got a sub, anybody who has a sub or a membership on YouTube or anything, you can actually catch our exclusive videos on Discord. I release a new one every month. And Zayeth just gave you access. Give him a huge thanks. Appreciate you, buddy. The Twitch Santa. I hope you're having a good week, dude. Hope things are well for you. We just did a good podcast. You should check it out when we post it up. Had Void Dude, Solus from Beyond the Verse podcast, Astropub, and Morphologist on. We talked about Star Citizen overall 4.0 and all that jazz. Currently just a little bit sick and medicated, so we didn't end up doing any cooking streams at the end of the week this week. Dude, these thrusters are going to hate you by the end of this flight. Hope you feel better soon and less taxes. Thank you. We'll have less taxes soon. We'll be back in America. And imagine I will feel better in the next couple days. Certainly hope so. Me and Mrs. T are getting plenty of sleep and a whole bunch of water and tea, and she makes the best freaking soups. So
See ya.
all around, we're taking care of it. Oh, bunch of subs help though, you know. That'll magically wipe out a cold. Hey, Greeny Cake, how you doing? What the? What is that? Space Tomato business, but with glasses on them? What? You can do that?
When you guys land, there are copiums on the ground.
Finally.
Oh,
You've been sick and dry coughing for the last 3 days, and it's the weekend too. Hope you guys get healthy soon too. Yeah, the dry cough is terrible. Mine just started last night. Sounds like I need a weapon. How's the hauling mission elevators working now on planets? I haven't tried one since our stream on Wednesday, but they did very well for me on Wednesday. Everything was working pretty much.
Alright, if somebody can grab one for a pet.
Hopefully I don't die from this.
On the ground. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the landing gear down so it's a little more smooth.
that might help.
Rig, you're straight out of the GII recruitment video. Having problems landing, we can help.
It's the whole landing gear thing. Apparently there's a benefit to using them.
Having problems landing? Don't be alone. Join us.
Are we going to be able to jump back up on that ramp?
One way or another.
Worst case, I could move you guys onto it.
I can land, you can hop on my wing and jump up.
It's
Ow.
like a full ramp.
Dude, this coda, holy crap.
Now you see why when I was boarding ERT ships, that's the only gun I would bring with me.
I am out of ammo. I'll throw it at them. Oh, didn't get him. He's gonna kill me. Run away.
He's down.
Letting him up.
All right, that does it.
The smoke still clearing. All right, Evo, you got a dead Copion. There you go.
I just got killed.
I hear more
didn't-
as well.
I thought somebody was shooting at Copion and somebody was shooting at me.
I see it.
Is there Copion over here?
Oh, dead. You guys still taking fire still?
Is it NPC or a player?
I just shot an NPC.
Somebody could res me, that would be great.
Hold on. I think I have a med pen on this guy.
Incoming. Merlin Holloway.
Where are you at?
Cuddy Red, come in, guys.
He's up.
I'm up, thank you.
Why was the box dancing? Because it's good music, man. You hear this? Do I think it'll be better to have a quest system for different game loops in which the reputation rewards open up the game's ship purchases?
Eric's being shot at.
As opposed to having all the ship sales immediately available when someone has the funds available.
For the top turret.
I think to an extent, being able to earn ships via reputation maybe for lower prices would be good. I don't think a ship should be completely based on... I'm helping.
I can't see the ground.
You're pretty high above it. You're like a kilometer up.
Yeah, you're like 1.4 up.
Why are you shooting at Vastin?
Stop shooting fast then.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
You're so off my Luminania list.
So I'm here to provide support.
You listen to the
Not
stream
even gonna
because
give that guy
the
a
music
chance
and
to
chill
get the grab,
vibes?
huh?
Dude, I love the music and chill vibes. It's also why I listen to streams. This saxophone, though. That's good stuff. Oh, man. No, this isn't a new mission type. We're just picking up a box. And stuff is happening, you know? Yo, if you got gifted a
Stop and
sub,
grab some drink.
if you connect your Twitch sub to Discord on my server, you'll get access to all of my monthly exclusive videos. It's the biggest benefit that we can give to people supporting and just being a part of the community. I like how we haven't picked up the box yet. It's just chilling here.
Character, just no hands. Well, now I feel like a dick. There should be a light coming up behind me in a second.
Okay, I feel like an idiot, but I got stuck in this elevator up by the garage.
Ah.
I thought it was working, but it wasn't.
That might be a
Ooh, made it.
If you open that door, I might be able to get out. Yes, thank you.
hey, there you go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to call it here for the day. I gotta get some sleep. I'm dying over here. My chest hurts. The coughs will not stop. Should be back on Monday though. Back with the normal Monday stream. Gonna be covering the monthly report that came out this last week. We will also probably watch the Star Citizen live and get some more information on what's going on with server meshing. And maybe even we'll dip in a little bit to the Master Modes news that came out if we really want to get into that. And just talk some more about what's going on. But in general, today was pretty low energy. I know. I just wanted to, at least get live and hang out with you guys for a bit. Wanted to do the podcast for sure. And also wanted to give the org a little bit of an event going on. This was also a very quiet and calm event. We normally have more people than this, but I think this was just a little bit of a tour around Microtech. Nothing too special. So keep an eye out for the streams coming up next week. I hope to have a video for you guys as well. One cargo hauling, one about server meshing. The podcasts will be posted. The podcast will be posted on Monday and Tuesday. Both are generally about the state of what's going on with the game right now. 4.0 and all that stuff. So it's like basically 3 hours of just talking about 4.0 and stuff if that's what you're into. And if not, like I said, Monday we'll be back to talking. Wednesday, I think I'll start my Zero to Hero run on Wednesday. We'll start actually playing this game, and I'll get on my new account and see how we can progress through it in the lead up to 4.0. So thank you everybody for being here. Y'all's are great. Really appreciate your you joining me, you're being active, just being part of this community. It means a lot. I'm going to send you all over to Paul, who was just on the podcast with me. And go show him some love. Show him some toes. If you just got a sub from Zaeth, drop all the toes raids in chat, folks. Give him those emotes to be excited about. And I will catch you on the next one. 324 PTU. I'll play in PTU if it's still in PTU. I'll play in live most likely, though, as I am just getting started out and getting into it. All right, y'all. You have been great, as always. Love you bunches, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Eat something you love. Give somebody you love a hug. Chill for the rest of the weekend. Please do you all a favor. You're great people. I want to see you relaxed. Be back to us on Monday with full-on energy. Whew. And it should be a good time. Anyways, folks. Bye-bye.